There once was a little girl who was absolutely, positively, spectacularly terrified of spiders. Didn't matter what kind: big spiders, tiny spiders, brown spiders, spiders the size of a crumb that you need a microscope to see. Nope, instant panic. If a spider even thought about being in the house, she'd scream like she was starring in a horror movie. Everyone in her family knew about her fear. Her brother knew, her sister knew, her mum and dad definitely knew. Even the dog knew. In fact, the dog had a special spider alert bark that he only used for emergencies. It went something like, woof, woof, woof. That's dog for incoming eight-legged creature. Whenever the little girl spotted a spider, she'd yell, "Spider!" And the whole family would sprint to her like they were competing in the Spider Olympics. Her brother would grab a cup, her sister would grab a napkin, mum would grab her phone to Google how to relocate a spider peacefully, and dad would grab, well, mostly snacks, but he came along too. And of course, the dog came skidding in, ready to save the day. The family would rescue the spider, carry it outside, and release it far, far away, like other side of the galaxy far, just so the little girl wouldn't worry. But one day, the little girl had an idea, a very sneaky, slightly mischievous, this will be hilarious idea. She decided to play a joke. While sitting in her room doing absolutely nothing, she suddenly yelled, "Spider!" Instantly, whoosh, everyone came running. Brother, sister, mum, dad, even the dog somersaulted into the room like a furry superhero. But when they arrived, no spider. The little girl burst out. "Gotcha!" Her brother rolled his eyes. "Ha, ha, hilarious." Her sister crossed her arms. "You're so funny." The dog just said, "Woof," which probably meant, "I gave up a nap for this." Mum and Dad looked serious. "One of these days, we might not believe you," they warned. Did she listen? Absolutely not, because the very next day, she did it again. "Spider!" The family stormed in like a spider-fighting squad, only to find zero spiders again. The girl laughed until she couldn't breathe. Her brother frowned. Her sister groaned. The dog. Mum and Dad gave each other the "we told you so" look. But the little girl just thought she was the funniest comedian since the invention of jokes. Then, that night, something happened. The girl went to take a bath. She pulled back the shower curtain, and there it was. A real spider. A big spider. A hairy spider. A plays the drums with all 8 legs kind of spider. She shrieked, "Spider!" and waited. No one came. She yelled louder, "Spider!" Still nothing. She tried one more time, full volume, maximum panic. "Spider! Help!" Silence. The little girl was now officially terrified. She ran down the hall and found her brother. "Didn't you hear me yell spider?" she cried. "Yes," he said, "but, well, I didn't believe you." She ran to her sister. "Didn't you hear me?" "Yes," her sister said, "but you always joke about spiders." She ran to her parents. "We heard you, sweetheart, but after all those tricks, we thought you were joking again." She turned to the dog. He looked at her lovingly and said, "Woof," which definitely meant, "I believe you, but I don't do bathtub rescues." The little girl learned something important that day. If you joke too much or tell fibs, people might not believe you when it really matters. From that day on, she promised to be honest, so her family would know exactly when they needed to rescue her, preferably from spiders with questionable hairstyles. And that is why telling the truth matters, boys and girls. When people trust your words, they'll always come running when you truly need them. The end.